What's going on, guys? Gomer's here, and oh boy do I have a tip for you today. Floss before the first date. It's more effective than any breath mint could ever dream. If you want to be getting from first to third base quicker than Prime Ichiro, that's your best bet. And two, if you're going to like a sports team, don't let it be from Minnesota. Save yourself years of heartbreak and keep that hair a little longer. Don't have to reach for the Just for Men's. Keep that natural color. Today we have a big video talking about a brand new method to farm stubs and packs in the game. It is honestly ridiculous. I can't believe they actually let this fall through the cracks right again, because it is super juiced up. We were doing this last night for not very long, and we got both stubs and 25 packs. I want to say it took me like hour 15 minutes, about dozen minutes in order to get 5 packs. Very simple, very quick. Leave a like down below. As always, subscribe if you guys are brand new to the channel. Oh, would I appreciate it. And let's go ahead and get into this one. So you guys are familiar. We've had very good methods this year as far as farming stuff, but unfortunately, they took it from our grasps and, just essentially squashed that bug. Unfortunately for them, fortunately for us, they put it back in the game in a very similar fashion. Mini seasons is, of course, what we're talking about. Wouldn't you believe it? They actually updated it yesterday. You can get a free Takashi Okazaki player. Choose one out of those pre-order cards, like the Randy Johnson, the Chase Utleys of the world. And if you scroll down here, what we're looking at, this one mission right here, total bases of the franchise. In a single season, tally 60 total bases with face of the franchise players. And again, you can do this once per season, 1,500 XP in 5 show packs. So, like I said, maybe it takes you 12 minutes in order to do one round. This is very similar, of course. We had the All-Star Series player method where you hit 10 home runs. You got that prospect pack. In my opinion, this has prospects of being even better. Find the show packs. I mean, who knows? Maybe Trout is in there. Probably not, but what if, right? Have that dream alive, glass half full perspective, right? And then you also get some XP alongside there, and it's pretty simple. And it's probably about the same time. So all you do is build a team full of face of the franchise players. You can go ahead and buy them risk-free right now. They go for basically quick sell value, going for about like 9-10K, so just barely above what you can, at bare minimum, get these cards back for. So you can really just rent them. Like, you want to grind one night, watch a couple games, you'll make stubs from playing in-game. So it's going to be a push, and then you would just get a bunch of packs alongside it with the XP too. So it's really good for that matter, and better than the All-Star method. You actually get good players to choose from. I mean, fuck, I was having to use like David Dahl and Michael Young, who had like 25 power. Makes it a little difficult. Yes, use a face of the franchise pitcher as well, because it does count for stats, and when you're playing at something like blank canvas, which is of course what you want to do, rookie difficulty, you know the drill from here. You absolutely can hit some home runs with those pitchers as well. Power swing the whole time. Blank canvas 2 is in the vault. It is marginally different. You see the walls here? I mean, good lord, look at that difference. Basically what the Orioles did, huh? Just pushing it way back. So we've been using blank canvas too, but they are very comparable. And again, all you have to do, tally 60 total bases, kind of keep a running count in your head. Again, 10 home runs, that's 40 total bases. It's really not that much more. And if anything, it's about equal time, because you wouldn't hit a home run every time. There'd be singles, doubles sprinkled in the mix, so it's quite quick. I only one time did not finish it within 2 innings, so like getting 60 total bases before 6 outs, I was able to do. And another big thing just to keep in mind, you can just keep refreshing. You need to be the home team for this, obviously, so you can pick up blank canvas. If you are on last generation, if you're on Xbox Series 1, Series S, X, I forget what it's called, Xbox One, there we go, then it is going to be a little bit tougher. I recommend something like Laughing Mountain Park for that matter, but if you're on next gen, have the Stadium Vault, then of course you're going to want to use a blank canvas, and right here you can actually see the team. Obviously it's going to be a little bit easier if you're facing a jobber instead of Randy Johnson, right? So Tyler Wells, Jobber, you go ahead and play that one on blank canvas, and it's perfect. So that's what we've been doing. Again, we have 25 packs, maybe like a little over an hour, and this was just, well, casually grinding, watching some baseball last night. Some unfortunate stuff happened. Our underdog fantasy bet, which you guys can still use promo code GOMES for a $100 bonus on your first deposit. I'd appreciate it. We have a lot of fun. Except for last night when Tyler Hines Ketchup Man, hit a blue broken bat single to sell my $100 that I would have won. Unfortunate. Barely was able to sleep last night. It's okay. We only put $10 into the bet. I will financially recover. Unlike from the Babe that we bought the other day, which gameplay's on the channel. I'd appreciate it if you guys want to check that out. These packs are flying by as far as good cards go. Woo-wee. Are we ever getting rewarded for that time spent? Of course, that is the obvious thing. These are packs. They have odds. Odds will not always be in your favor, probably because I'm not streaming right now. They have no way of knowing that they need to increase my pack odds. But let's talk shop here for a second. A couple interesting things I want to note. The Yankees, for all the grief I give them, for all the playful insults that I toss their way, they're looking really good. And it's from a lot of guys you would have expected. I mean, Nestor Cortes was good last year, but he's really tuned it up to another level on top of just proving that he's that guy. And then you have like Michael King, Clay Holmes. That bullpen was injured. You know, there's a lot of guys missing from them. Chapman's not playing particularly well, and they're actually playing good as a unit. That team has just been really surprising for me. A couple other ones that have been a bit surprising. The Diamondbacks are not dog shit. I'm sure a lot of people didn't see that one coming right there. So that's been kind of cool to see. The Twins, even in my opinion, have been a little bit surprising. As far, I mean, they haven't played anybody. Let's get that straight. The only teams they played, they've lost. They're just feeding off of the teams that are either hurt or, you know, just had no business winning that game to begin with. How in God's name does a sponsorship go for $5K? I'll take it. I will not complain about it. But that's interesting. Unfortunately, that proves we're not going to pull anything here. If you ever see a diamond in the first card, whether it be equipment, anything else, you're not pulling a diamond player. That's just how it is. There's nothing you can do to change it. It's hubris at that point. It is your fate. Your destiny is set. So that wasn't great, you know. I mean, it was better the previous time when we talked about a big pack method like that. Pulled Scherzer. It was like, fuck yeah. You know, you do this, you can go ahead and maybe pull Scherzer or some cool diamond. I guess not in this case, right? We didn't get anything cool there, but obviously results vary. It'd be hard to do much worse, I will say that. And again, it was just time spent, you know. A lot of those cards will go for something. And another tip inside a tip right here. Just so you guys are aware, something you always should be doing on roster update days. Just search by like 500 stubs. Max overall be like, I don't know, a 70 overall. You'll want to do minimum 2. I should have prefaced that, like 250. And you'll see new cards that get introduced into the game. And once you know it, we pulled Nolan Gorman right there. I've finished the collection for the Cardinals, so I don't need him. So just keep in mind something like that. If you take your time with packs, I don't like the way Nolan Gorman's looking at me right there. I just noticed that. It's like a purge mask type shit. That's a little scary. Halloween came a little early this year, it seems. But of course, if you take your time and actually sell, you know, what you pull, not just like, oh, we pulled a diamond, sell that, everything else just rests in your binder, you rest your laurels, you know, you're going to make a lot more profit. So something to consider. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing a lot this month once this mini season's goal remains. So leave a like down below. As always, let me know if you guys pulled something cool. I'd prefer to at least have somebody get some big result. Hopefully at least one of you guys pulls that big bastard Mike Trout that you see in the center of your screen there. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, as always. Hope you guys have a great day. There comes out, yeet.